Hello and welcome to my new setup. Well, I don't know if that is quite the intro I was going for, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I am Brendan White, and I have not made a YouTube video in a long time because I completely quit my channel because of a lack of support. I got very few views on my videos, very few likes, many dislikes, few comments. So I just decided to quit. And the last videos I made were gaming videos. And I'm going to continue it because I want to. I like making videos for YouTube. I think it's fun. So I'm going to give it another chance, this time in a much more professional manner. And this is my professional manner of doing so. I have a camera on a tripod now. Very professional, and I have a very somewhat professional style gaming setup right here. And that is what this video is going to be about. My new, pretty decent gaming setup. So shall we begin showing it off? Just have to take the camera off the tripod first to do that. Bear with me for a second. Okay. This is my new semi-professional gaming setup. There is, of course, the monitor. 32-inch Full HD 1080p display. If I move my center channel speaker, you can see it is made by Insignia. I still should be able to see it, but it's too dark. Not a problem though. But there we go. Now you can see it is made by Insignia. And so you can see that I use the flash on my new iPhone 5S. So I've had for a couple months now. Get the center speaker back up. And I consider this setup version 1.5. Setup version 2.0 is going to be a million times better than this. In that the center channel speaker will be mounted above the monitor. And I will also have a much better computer. And right here is my keyboard. Just a very simple Digital Innovations cheapo keyboard with the older design where you have your backward slash key right up here next to a smaller backspace key and a larger enter key there that I hate. And right here, just a very simple, no blend, cheapo LED mouse. I don't consider them laser mouses because that is not a laser. So I don't call them laser mice. And I am sure you were wondering why there's a giant white border around the display of my computer. And also why my mouse can go all the way out of it. Well, that is because of my very unfortunate setup. Shall I show that actual computer that I'm using at the moment? The two of them are right over here. It was just a simple Toshiba Satellite L44. Quite old, powered by one of the earlier generation Intel Celeron's Windows 7, 2 gigabytes of RAM. It's a piece of trash, I know, but that's all I have for right now. And over here is where everything is actually plugged into. My hub, if you will. Which is a Samsung Chromebook 2. And I have to use this using Chrome Remote Desktop. Since this laptop does not have an HDMI jack, just VGA. The Chromebook, of course, has an HDMI because it is much newer. So I'm using Chrome Remote Desktop to mirror the display onto the Chromebook, which is attached to the keyboard, mouse, as well as the monitor. You can tell right there that this is indeed running on Chrome. That this is indeed a remote share desktop thing. Get out of the way. And then now for the sound setup, which is a 5.1 sound system from RCA. Right there you can see RCA on the center channel speaker. Left channel speaker. Right channel speaker. Right surround speaker. And the left surround speaker right over there. And the good old 5-inch diameter subwoofer right down here. And then right there I have an Xbox 360 Slim. So these are my current circumstances and what my current setup holds. And now for a little bit more about this monitor and what it is. It is an Insignia Roku TV. It's a smart TV. It is a Roku Smart TV, so it can be used as a TV. So I also have 3 inputs. For the streaming box, which is my Apple TV right down here. It's one of the earlier generation Apple TVs. Cable box for when I watch TV, which I rarely do. So files. And computer, of course. Which is, of course, my crazy good old setup. And like I said, it is not a very good computer that I am running on. It is certainly not the most amazing computer ever. As you can see, control panel loads up slowly as ever. But I've suffered through it long enough. Doesn't really bother me, actually. Mostly since I feel I know what to expect, it doesn't bother me. So it is a Toshiba Satellite L455. And a Windows 7 Home Premium and an Intel Celeron 900 at 2.28 gigahertz. 2 gigabytes of RAM, it's 32-bit. So yeah, it's not very good. It has a 250 gigabyte hard drive, which I'm amazed it's not a 500 gigabyte. But with this, there doesn't appear to be much lower you can go. And as far as the future of my channel goes, I will show you what I will be getting. This one. So you can see the entire display. I'm gonna just disconnect. And here we go with the simple Chrome OS desktop. And a beautiful full HD 1080p display. 32 inches. And I just love it. I love how crazy big this monitor is. I mean, it is about the equivalent size of having a dual monitor setup. So I've never had an ultra-wide display like this before on a computer. But it's awesome. So you can really go into a good size. I will go to my cart. And I will show the laptop I will be getting very, very soon. It is the... What? Oh, there we go. It is the Asus F555LA-EH51 15.6-inch laptop running Windows 10 Home. It is an Intel Core i5 5200U, 8GB of RAM, and a 1TB hard drive for a price of $499. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's not perfect specs, it's just a Core i5 5200U, 2.2 gigahertz. But for the price, it's not bad at all. And that will be my main machine eventually, when I get it. Then one of the nicest features, in my opinion, is the inclusion of a disk drive, as that is something you don't see that often anymore. And a glorious HDMI port. So that will soon be right over there connected to my setup. So this is setup version 1.5. Setup version 2.0 will have my new laptop, and that is when my first real gaming videos are going to start. Once I get that. I almost forgot. Right down here is my RCA audio receiver. And then this cable goes into the front audio input jack right there. That's all the way back and up right here and into the audio jack on my laptop. Or normally into the headset jack of my Chromebook. And eventually I will get my setup upgraded further with some nicer hardware, such as I will probably get a gaming keyboard, since, face it, this keyboard is horrible. So I'll get something simple. Maybe this Logitech G810. Something simple. Something that'll get the job done. Something that's not too expensive. Probably why I wouldn't go with this, because it's almost $200 and I'm not spending $200 on a keyboard. Ah, Logitech G710. $99. You see, you don't have to spend a fortune to get a decent setup. Which is why I am not going to. This is a full-on professional grade gaming keyboard for under $100. So eventually I will get that, and I will get a gaming mouse eventually too. Again, something cheap and something not too crazy, because I'm not a fan of crazy mice. Something that looks cool and is simple enough. So this TechNet Raptor gaming mouse doesn't look that bad. I mean, it looks really cool. And it doesn't look too crazy. It is not too crazy looking. Looks cool, but not crazy. And is under $10. So, yeah. I would not be getting an upgraded audio system, because really, I don't think I need something much better than a 5.1 audio system. And also, I will be using a screen recording software too, so I will not be pointing a camera at the monitor. I'm not that cheap. In my old Minecraft videos, I was using Bandicam, which I was having a lot of problems with, because it can only record for like 5 minutes at a time. I kept losing footage because I didn't hear the sound it plays when it stops recording, and I gotta continue recording again. So that was really annoying. So this time around, I hope to use Fraps, which I couldn't figure out. That's why I went with Bandicam last time. This time I will try to use Fraps, which I think would be much better. So yeah, that's where my channel is going in the near future. I will be uploading some gaming videos soon, though, before I get the laptop. I will be doing some simpler games on that laptop and on my Chromebook. Yes, gaming on a Chromebook sounds ridiculous, but I'm not talking high-end games. I'm talking about something like Vector Tower Defense. This is a very fun and challenging game that you can play in a web browser. And once I do get into more Once I get as professional as I possibly can with a screen recorder, a decent gaming computer, I will finally be doing face cams. As right here, I have a little tiny Vivitar tripod. And I will mount my camera right there. And you'll be able to see my face as I play games. Such as, I have a couple games I'd like to show. Such as I'm going to do horror games too. So that's fun. Such as, yeah, that's my terrible taste in games if you're wondering. But The Endless Stairwell, which if you don't know is an SCP-087 clone. And it is actually really good. I played it once and it was pretty excellent. I died. So, hopefully on camera, I will actually be able to beat it. Since literally all I did or didn't do was not run from a monster. So I can easily win if I do that. So that works. I really can't think of anything much more to say about it. This is my setup. This is what I will be doing in the future. And I may also do some Xbox 360 games. But that probably will have to be camera at the monitor. Unless I can find an external capture device that's not over $1 million. If I can't, then I will primarily stick with PC games. And camera at the monitor Xbox games if I do decide to do that. So yeah, that's where I stand, where I am now, and what I will be doing in the near future. So I guess that's the end of the video. Goodbye.